Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Ranked. Now, this is where Joe the Horror Man and myself pick a franchise and rank it. Very simple. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Hatchet franchise. Now, the Hatchet franchise has four films, and just keep in mind, this is my opinion and the way I see the films. I tend to judge movies on overall nostalgia, enjoyment, and rewatchability. So let's get started. All right, coming in last is Hatchet 3. Now, I love all of these films. There's not a bad one in the franchise. This is a very solid franchise for me. And it's also so much fun. Victor Crowley is a great horror icon and creation. Now, of course, this is my least favorite. I think it's most people's, either this one or Victor Crowley, but the reason why this one is my least favorite is because it seems a little disjointed in the beginning. And that kind of throws me off. And that's pretty much it. I think the kills are very solid in this. Danielle Harris is great in this. And I love it. It's a fantastic film. And that is Hatchet 3. Okay. Coming up next is Hatchet 2. This film is great. Of course, it takes place right after the events of the first Hatchet, and you have a slight change in the character. You go from the girl who was in the first Hatchet to Danielle Harris, who I'm a big fan of. The only thing in this, and I've said it I don't know how many times, if you watch this film, she has the eyebrow thing going on, and I don't know why she does, but it drives me nuts. And it used to take away a little bit from my enjoyment of the film. It doesn't anymore. I've watched it enough times where I just completely ignore it now, but it's still there. So, yeah, Hatchet 2 is great. Again, more of the same. I love the kills. I love the whole legend of Victor Crowley. Perry Shen is great in all of these films, playing a different character. It's just a fun series that really doesn't take itself too seriously. But man, is it a great slasher series. And that is Hatchet 2. Okay, coming up at number 2 is Victor Crowley. Now, this is a tough one. This is very close to my number 1. Of course, you guys already know what that is now, but this is very close. I love the whole book signing thing in the beginning. Of course, we have Perry Shen in this again. The airplane, when the airplane crashes, we have Felissa Rose, of course, and we have a very small location where a majority of the kills take place by the plane. And I just think this movie is so much fun. It's a lot of people hated on this film when it first came out, and I never really understood that because to me, all of the movies are fun. This is just a little bit more fun than most of them. So that's why it's at number 2. And that is Victor Crowley. And of course, my number 1 is Hatchet. I remember seeing the previews of this coming out, and I was so excited. And surprisingly enough, the first time I watched it, I didn't really care for it. Now, I believe that's because I was really tired and I wasn't really in the mood to watch anything, but I forced myself to because it had just come on cable. And sometimes mood can play a big part in how you feel about films. But man, this is so much fun. This movie is just a blast. And for me, it's a very solid slasher film and a very solid franchise. So that's it, guys. That's my number 1, which is Hatchet. Tell us what you think. Put your ranking down below or make a video. It's up to you guys. But this is such a solid franchise. And don't forget to check out Joe's ranking for the Hatchet franchise. Remember, guys, physical media matters. And until next time, peace.